Michigan State started the year at 1-2. The good news is they finally made some threes. They were 6 for 18 tonight. They made 6 threes. The downside is A.J. Hoggard wasn't very good. Jaden Akins wasn't very good. Madi Sissoko, I'm going to be nice and just move past it. Can you win when Tyson Walker, who is I'm not even going to call him, like he's what, like 6 foot?
He's not 6
as a
foot.
guy that is a 6 foot scorer that doesn't necessarily make other people better, Jeff. Can you win at the level that you want to win if you're Michigan State if he's your best player?
He needs others. Like Jaden Akins just didn't play well tonight. He needs Jeremy Fears and those freshmen to come along a little bit. Xavier Booker. I mean, Xavier Booker's got it. He's kind of the X factor. I don't know if he's going to be ready this year. Probably not, talking to Izzo. But at some point, you probably say to yourself, you know what? I got to roll the dice because Sissoko, not good enough. Cooper, not good enough. Jackson Kohler, who will be back in a month, yeah, he could score, but he can't guard. So maybe at some point you just say, you know what? I'm going to roll the dice with Booker and see what I get.
Well, the biggest thing is, like, I just – Hoggard and Akins have to be better. Like, the reason we ranked them that high was because it was Tyson Walker and A.J. Hoggard and Jaden Akins. It wasn't because they had Tyson Walker. It was the 3 of them.
RC, could you play Malik Hall and
Cohen Carr
as your bigs?
It's the same thing we're talking about with Duke. When you play these 3 small guards,
yeah, but that's where I think Fears is the missing guy.
But will he be there, Caleb Foster? And when I say
but Fears not a shooter. Fears is a shot creator.
Right, but they're not creating shots opportunities for other guys.
Right. So
if you're not knocking down shots, then what are you doing? They're struggling. That was at one point that was painful to watch. If Tyson didn't
a lot
get
of
going,
points. A lot of points.
If he didn't get going, then
okay. But here would be my thing. I think Izzo, he's trying to make the young guys earn it, and I think you kind of got to artificially go like, look, I've seen this play.
I know how before.
I know how it ends. Okay, and now look, he's a genius, and he's done this. How many times have we said, play too hard a schedule? I mean, don't they play an outdoor game in Palm Springs next week or something
Arizona.
like that?
Yeah,
right. So we've seen them lose 5 or 6 non-conference games before and still make a run in the NCAA tournament. But for this team, I agree with you. I think because we're all operating under the premise, okay, that they can't shoot. I think they don't shoot well, but I think they'll shoot a lot better if you have a point guard who's creating shots. And I think Jeremy Fears is that guy. You're going to have to live with some of the freshman stuff.
So here's what Izzo said. I expected him post-game to come in, ranting, whining, right? We know Izzo. What does he do? He'll whine. He was about as composed. Everybody else was asking negative questions, and he got kind of pissed off. He's like, I'm going to be the glass half full guy here? He's not worried at all about their shooting. He said this is a really good shooting team. They've made shots all preseason. That part he's not really worried about. You know what he's happy about? A.J. Hoggard. You know why? He walked in the locker room after the game. He was like, this shit's on me. He wanted to see that out of Hoggard. He wanted to see accountability.
That's great. The leadership component is important.
Make shots.
I agree. I think you have a much stronger likelihood of making a higher volume and percentage of shots if you have somebody setting you up. It changes the entire dynamic of it. And I just don't think that
Hoggard's got multiple guys who can't. I mean, it's not like Hoggard can't. Yes,
but that's never been his game, though. Like knocking down.
He's a downhill,
get downhill,
get in your body,
guard, get feeling contact, drawing guys. Like that was supposed to be. I thought for this team to reach his potential, that was his role. Ball in his hand, being physical, getting in the paint, drawing coverage, drawing lobs, or kicking out to Malik Hall or to these other guards. Playing on the perimeter without the ball in his hand has never been his strength. I'm not saying he can't knock down a shot. That's just not his strength. No,
he's not. Listen, he's not a great shooter. He's not. He's a competent shooter. Akins is a really good shooter who hasn't shot it well. Tyson Walker's a really good shooter. We saw Malik Hall break out of a 2-game slump. 2-game slump. It's 2 games.
No, I'm not freaking out.
Right.
And we just showed you in a graphic, if you're watching us, on how many times they've started 1 and 2. Okay, it's happened before. And I did think Malik Hall showed, like, you know, it's a little stiff, but he made 2 threes.
He at least shot it.
No, he made 2 threes, and he's obviously very good when he's driving, getting into his post game, playing off 2 feet, playing off that stride stop. But I thought when they signed Jeremy Fears, and be like, that's our next guy. We're going to give him the ball and ride with him.
Izzo is not going to play the freshman, and that's what it is. I think
No, he'll play him eventually.
That's something that we've seen, and it's frustrating. We saw it with Jaren Jackson, but that's just Izzo. He's not going to change.
My question to you guys: